Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Bell to Bell with Bobby Blaze. I am your host, Professor Jeremy Vilmer, and joining us now, Arn Anderson's favorite enhancement talent, Double B, Bobby Blaze. What's happening, Bobby?
Hey, I tell you, man, we got a lot happening. We're getting ready to go live next week, October 1st. We'll be talking about that in just a few minutes. Got a lot of good things happening, man. Just been putting out some good vibes, Jeremy. I'm still sitting around sometimes with my dick in my hand, but I tell you what, man, it's a pretty good hand. You know what I'm saying? I'm not disappointed.
Well,
got a lot going on, man. It's going to be a busy week, exciting, and got a good program today. We have a special guest. We'll announce him in just a few minutes. And I thought last week's podcast went pretty good, man. And I don't know if you have anything special to kick out there, but if you don't, I know the way we're going to start the program. Just throwing that out there.
I think anything I gotta say, you probably already know about. But a couple people have been added to the show, from what I hear.
Yeah, we'll get to that in just a minute. Okay. Let's do this. Let's review the top 10 reasons for everyone to be in Ashland, Kentucky, Saturday, October the 4th. October the 1st from 12 until 4 and at the Kentucky Highland Museum. Let's review those top 10 reasons, excluding coming to see yours truly, the number one reason to visit Ashland, Kentucky, man. They might have to put my name down on a marquee one day, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly, the Bobby Blaze Wrestling Auditorium.
There you go. Fuck yeah. They might put it right down at the old Coles Junior High School, too, in that auditorium, man.
Yeah,
That's a church now. That's a church now, but the gym's still there.
Bingo hall, if nothing else.
There you go. We'll get something going, man.
Yeah.
We'll get something. All right, well, let's review this. I'll start off with number 10, just real briefly. I'll just name, you want to go in order, or how you want to do this? You just want me to read a couple and you read a couple?
Well, whatever. Yeah, just go ahead and start with number 10.
Okay, well, number 10 was Barry Horowitz, and that's a good one for number 10. 9 was Sue Young.
Did you watch that Alice Cooper video?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Yes, I have twice. I really enjoyed it. It's been a while since I've seen it. When you said live, my mind went somewhere else, and I was like, yeah. But Alice Cooper was here last October in Pikeville, and then before COVID, he was in Charleston, but the tickets were they're really high for me.
Yeah.
And at the time, I just wasn't in the mood either time, to be quite honest with you. But I'm a big fan, as you know. I did watch the video. And
do you see what I mean about her makeup and everything, though?
Absolutely, man. I caught right on to it. Yeah, good look. Good look. Sue Young. Nikita Koloff. I talked about last week about wrestling him. I wrestled him in that very... it used to be an old high school gym I was talking about. Maybe don't name it after me. I doubt it's alumni gym. But it's high school, then junior high when I went there. And when I wrestled Nikita there.
The Russian Nightmare. Now, if Nikita Koloff and Stan Hansen were to both throw a lariat at each other at the same time, what would happen?
Yeah. My money's on Hansen.
Me too.
He ain't even looking.
Yeah, as nasty as Nikita's is, I'm going with Hansen, yeah.
Yeah, he's just going to throw it out. He's going to see a big shadow of a body, and he's throwing it, and Nikita's gone. Yeah. That's what I think. But anyway, Time Warp is sponsoring this along with FTC, and also... Appalachian Championship Wrestling has agreed to bring us some people, and I think they're the sponsor of Val Venus. I just want to put that out there, Jeremy, so they get some proper due, because they are a vendor. And Moose is a promoter up there in West Virginia I do some business with, and if I'm not mistaken, ASW, Appalachian Championship Wrestling, he's had some big stars come through there, man. It's helped a lot of young up-and-coming stars, too. He's bringing in Val Venus. His name's Chris. We call him Moose because he's about 6'3" and 400 pounds, and one of the sweetheart, nicest guys you ever meet, man. So give him a little shout-out from him and FTC, because they've been doing some business together. Number 5. No, we're at number 6. I'm sorry. I didn't put the 5 in the right place there on my notes. IRS. What about that, man? Mike Rotundo coming to town.
Everybody hide your receipts.
There you go. I'll let you do number 5. How's that?
Yeah, number 5 is Scarlett Bordeaux and Karrion Kross. Recently signed to the WWE again. And, you hear their names quite a bit, so we'll see how they do there in Ashland.
Yeah, I think they're getting a push there too, man, if I'm not mistaken. Who did I hear they're up against? They're working a program with someone. Have you heard?
Yeah, you know what? I read about it last week, and of course, since then, it's fallen out of my head. But
yeah.
Drew McIntyre.
There we go. Thank you. I thought you said that after we got off the air last week, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
So we talked about that. That's cool, man. That should be a good run. Speaking of someone you already mentioned, came in at number 4, Stan the Lariat Hansen. I'll let you do number 3.
Number 3 is the living legend Larry Zbyszko.
Yes, that's right. The $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase, or
Ted Debussy.
Debussy. And then, of course, number 1, the reason to be here, Jerry the King Lawler. That's based off that list. But I'm going to say this, Jeremy, and 2 more superstars have been added, and I'm just going to say this. Damn!
Yeah, when you
Who's been added?
You threw that one at me. I was like, holy cow. Well, it's Ron Simmons, a.k.a. Farouk, and JBL, collectively known as the APA. But Ron Simmons was also part of Doom. He was the first black WCW champion, which is, the first officially recognized black world heavyweight champion. All American football player at Florida.
Florida State. Get that right. You'll piss a couple people off. Florida.
Sorry, yeah.
Florida State Seminoles, baby.
I forget how those people get. Yeah.
Difference between a Seminole and a Gator, just so you know.
Yep. But yeah, I just, total badass. Both of them really, but one of them's got a little bit of a reputation,
Yeah. Yeah, and he played for Bobby Bowden down there at FSU, and he called Bowden, pretty much as a father figure to him that got him to become, pulled everything out to make him, turn him into an All-American. And he trained with Hiro Matsuda, so he had some pretty good mentors in his, path in his life.
Oh, yeah.
So,
and then you
cool,
throw him on a team with Butch Reed, and you got all Florida cred all day long.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And I've heard about his strength in the gym, and they talked to Luger talked about one time he was in there just working his ass off for an hour and a half, and Ron Simmons come in and done some bench and some curls in a pair of jeans and cowboy boots, and just put his shirt back on and left, and had that kind of physique, and then Arn talked about it at any given time. You walk in the gym and fucking Ron Simmons just knock out 500 pounds on a bench press like it's nothing. Even if he hadn't worked out for a couple of weeks or something, he'd just go in there. That was his standard. If I can do this, I'm all right. So I did see him last time. I saw him back in March and didn't get time to speak with him. My brother did, and then last time he was here, we got to speak right when he was leaving. And I say this, it was very cool, man, because I have a lot of respect for the guy, and it was just nice to shake his hand and say hello and introduce myself kind of thing. Layfield, on the other hand, will be here. Of course, he played some football, and he was prominent in the attitude area, like you said, with the APA. And I didn't put it all down there, but he's still got a lot to do with a lot of financial institutions. He's working some other. He's got a podcast. But he's also with who's his podcast with? Briscoe, Jerry Briscoe.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they got a podcast together. Pretty good. I've seen the Road Dogg on there. A couple. I see him. I've watched several of them. They're really good, man. Scott Armstrong was on there. People I know have been on there recently. You know. But, it's pretty good. I give a plug there.
Well, and to keep with the theme, JBL had a nasty clothesline, too, for a while there.
The clothesline from hell, yes. Oh, man, that's for sure. Jeremy, real quickly, I'm going to do this. I'm going to read this, play around here a little bit with you. The Time Warp, let's get this in here because they are a sponsor once more. Again, Saturday, October the 1st from 12 until 4 at the Ashland, at the Kentucky Highway Museum in beautiful downtown Ashland. We're going to have all these stars and then some, and we're going to have one coming on the program in just a few minutes. But, Jeremy, if you like video games, if you're a sports fan, if you're a nostalgia enthusiast, you probably are ready for a Time Warp. Well, Time Warp is a brick-and-mortar hobby shop with a huge selection of everything sports, gaming, and collectibles in downtown Ashland, and 2 locations in the Ashland Town Center. They've got vintage toys, sports cars, and collectibles. They've got tons of wrestling merchandise, including my books. Both of them are down there and are available. It's the largest selection of memorabilia in the tri-state area. Time Warp has an extensive inventory of vintage and current video games and consoles. It's a 100% must-visit for retro gamers. Time Warp buys your collectibles daily and are open 7 days a week, 363 days a year, because they are closed on Thanksgiving and Christmas. Check them out on Facebook at Time Warp Ashland. Also, shout out to Sean. He got something mailed out. They do like mail-ins. If you cannot make this show this Saturday, you have a mail-in and you would like it specially autographed by one of the stars that will be there. It's Time Warp. It's 222 16th Street, Ashland, Kentucky, 41101. And let me double check. I said 16th. I'm going to double check that, Jeremy. Yes, 16th Street. Time Warp, 2222 16th Street, Ashland, Kentucky, 41101. Get it mailed in, and I guarantee it, they'll have the damn thing autographed and shipped back to you quicker than I got to read the commercial to you. So there you go. Take care of that. Professor, what do you think it's time to have our guest on here? You're going to add a guest to this program? So anyway, wrestling fans out there, listen. I'm going to go ahead and do a book plug, Jeremy, while we're waiting on fucking Jock.
Yeah, might as well.
So we're waiting on Jock fucking around, however you want to say it. I don't know what he's doing up there. He's probably king of the one-night stands, man. He might still be on one. Who knows? But, yeah, listen, wrestling fans, I've got a couple books out there. If you're new to the program, you can go to Amazon and get those. It's under Bobby Blaze Smedley. Or the way the professor has it set up is if you just go to, for my first book, if you go to tinyurl.com/blazebook1, that'll take you right to the link for Pin Me, Pay Me, Have Boots Will Travel. And that's my first book, and it talks about me going all over the world in the world of professional wrestling. A peek behind the curtain, if you will, what it's like to live on the road, be on the road, and try to make a living, doing the best I can, just being a traveling man or a gambling man, depending on how you look at it. My second book is... I kicked that on Tuesday, Educational Wrestler, and you can get that. Just go to tinyurl.com/blazebook2. Just do that for me. I appreciate it. If you've read the book or plan on getting a book, let me rephrase it. If you've read the book, I'd appreciate a review. Just be honest and fair in your reviews. I've said this before when they say, Bobby sucks. Well, that's not a review. Yep. That may be true, but that's not a review. Just review the book and be fair and honest. That's all I ask. And anyway, there's several other little smaller books for $2.99 on there. One's included Yard Time, and it's just give you, if you want to, invest in that and see how my style of writing and how I pretty much write like I talk, etc. There's a couple more I won't mention right now. But again, just go to Amazon if you like to purchase one. Also, Time Warp has them. If you get one at Time Warp, or you go ahead and buy it at the off Amazon, and you bring it down Saturday, October 1st, there is no autograph fee. I'll just bring it up to me. Not in a spam or inbox is what Jock is saying. I'd better not give you his email online again. I sent you the right one, though.
I've sent it twice.
I'm going to send it again. I'm copying it. I'm going to send it to you and make sure it looks exactly like it.
Well.
And it does look like it. You got it. It's identical. So you should be getting another one there. Double check that. Anyway, back to the books. There's no autograph fee that day. Just come up and, tell me, hey, I got this down at Time Warp, and we'll talk about it a little bit. Or if you got it on Amazon, that's cool too. But, yeah, get you a book, man. I appreciate it very much. I'll have T-shirts for sale, 8x10s. I'll have selfies. I have a combo pack if you can get. You can go and get an 8x10 or a selfie with me, $15 each or $25 for the packet. So come down and do that. Again, being the number one reason to come to Ashland, Kentucky. So, man, I'm looking forward to this. This should be a really, really good time.
All right, I'm gonna send you an invite. I'm gonna send you an invite via text that hopefully you can forward to them.
Okay, let's do that. I'll do that. Wait for this. But he is on standby, wrestling fans, and he is the GOAT, and he is Jock Sampson.
I do see his name up here.
Get him on the program. Add him to it. Come on, Jock.
Does it sound like somebody who's chewing tobacco? Maybe that's him.
That's me. Jock, are you on the program yet?
He's real faint, but he's there.
Turn up your volume. We've been putting you over for 5 minutes while you're sending invites, just so you know. You are getting put over.
I'm good at, Bobby, is beating the shit out of people. But I ain't much good at technology.
Well, I'm not too far behind you. I got the professor on this end taking care of that. So speaking of beating the shit out of people, you're in a main event Saturday, October 1st at the Ronay Theater in Ironton, Ohio, against Jerry the King Lawler, a man I personally have a history with. No, they know he's the king, especially in this region here, man. We grew up, everyone around here grew up watching old Memphis wrestling. And then, of course, as wrestling became more and more popular, King got more and more popular and took his show out of Memphis onto the road of the world, the World Wrestling Entertainment. You have to spit that word out when I say it, but that's what it is. And I'm really looking forward to this match. Some good things could happen at this match and after that match. I'm really looking forward to, Jock. So we'll see what happens because, you just never know what these promoters have planned. And, I know we get through this WrestleCon or this Bluegrass Con here, and, they'll have other shows in the near future too. It's not just this one show. They're doing a whole bunch of things are happening in the Ashland, Huntington, Ironton tri-state area for professional wrestling. It's on the up and up. I think at one time, speaking of Jimmy Cornette, professional wrestling was on life support, but I'll say this, I think it's coming off, especially on the indies. I think it's coming off life support. It's walking out to the door, and it might make its way right down the hallway, you know what I'm saying? Or right down the middle of 27th Street in Ashland, Kentucky. Who knows?
Well, yeah, I mean, look at the difference of where pro wrestling was when we started this show and where we're at now.
Oh, yeah. We had an 18-month run, took a break, and did another 18-month. So that break has a legit 36, 42 months probably, Jeremy. So almost it was a little bit over 4 years ago. I said 42. 48 months, we'll say. Legit 4 years ago, we talked, we had a lot of top tens, and we had a lot of stuff of basically of WWE. We didn't really go into all the matches on there like people are doing reviews now and all that. But we just had that to go off of. You had a couple little things. You turned me on to the Hollywood wrestling, I think, and had some indie stuff, just little stuff around here at the time. Just, again, FTC was around, and the deal in West Virginia, ASW was around, but they was running shows sparingly. And then we was talking about this T-shirt company coming up. And, eventually that become AEW. And then, of course, during that time, NWA took off, and that became a deal until they shut down a little bit during Corona, I guess. But they're back on the swing of things, getting their tapes back in order. So there's a lot of, in the Ring of Honor, I guess, they're trying to do something there. I don't know what the hell they're trying to do there, but I think they're trying to do something there. I'm not sure, but they are doing something, So there's a lot of wrestling out there, and if you're a wrestling fan, I think today, especially after this Corona deal, and Hawk Tui on that too, I think basically there's a lot to be offered for the wrestling fan. And I'm talking that's just the immediate my tri-state area, but on what I see, I mean, I could go, and Jock could too, and he'd tell you, if I went another couple hours, as far as saying, I know of shows in Lexington, Columbus, Charleston, Ashland, Ironton, Madison, Winchester. Those are the shows I know about just in a little immediate area here. There's Ohio Valley runs every Thursday night, plus they usually have a Friday show and sometimes a Saturday show too. So, and I know FTC, we had about 15, maybe 17 events this past summer at county fairs and stuff. So they stayed busy, man. It's a good time to be a wrestling fan. And Jock, you can attest to this. If you could get your volume up just a little bit, tell us how good it is right now to be a GOAT and be on the independent scene and how good you're doing.
Well, everyone knows how good, that knows me, knows that I'm trying to get my volume up there for you. There you go. Is that better? Can you hear me now?
That's a little better.
That's a little better, yes.
I live down here in I'm down here in BFE, southeastern Ohio. Like a lot of guys in wrestling have have gimmicks, right? And I'm not a gimmick. I'm the real deal. Like I am the real human being. I live in the sticks. Whatever. So my technology is dog shit. My daughter tried to teach me how to use these earbuds, and that's what I had in to start. I don't know what the hell I was doing. But yeah, I can attest the wrestling. If you want to see live professional wrestling, and I mean done well, all you got to do is get on the internet, and you could look and find anywhere within like a 2 or 3 hour drive of you, and go see some real good live pro wrestling. I mean, it definitely is in a good place.
Oh.
Right when he got the volume up.
Yep.
Lawler comes in and cuts him off.
Yeah, it's got to be.
I don't know. That could have been an APA, man. They could have come in and cut him off.
Oh, damn. Well.
I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Damn. If you're listening to this podcast, this is Bobby Blaze on the Bell to Bell of Bobby Blaze podcast. And I'm doing a solo right now because the cow dog's out of there and Jock has dropped off again. And Jeremy has walked away with the cow dog. So
well, that didn't
it's just me and my voice.
It didn't go as well as I expected. She immediately went under the bed when I got the dog fence out.
Okay. Well, all right.
Let's see if she
anyway
gets quiet. Anyhow, fuck it. She may bark. I don't care.
Well, Jock may bark here in a minute.
Yeah. Oh, he's gone now, too.
Yeah, that's what I say. Gee. Well, anyway, listen, folks, we need to wrap this up, Jeremy, okay? This is a clusterfuck of a... we got across what we're doing. Saturday, October 1st. You know what I always say? See you at your matches, wrestling fans. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll see you live at the Bluegrass Wrestling Con 3, this Saturday, the 1st, from 12 until 1, 12. God, Bobby, listen, I'll be there from 12 to 4 before I cuss myself out. Sorry about that. 12 to 4 at downtown Ashland at the Kentucky Highlands Museum. And that's brought to you by the Time Warp, FTC, and Appalachian Championship Wrestling. And then that night, I think I hear him coming back on. At 7 o'clock, we go live at the Ronay Theater in Ironton, Ohio. And the main event, I think I hear him coming back. He's making a comeback. Lawler or APA cut him off. I'm not sure who. But in your main event against Jerry the King Lawler is the GOAT, the great one himself, Jock Sampson.
Hey, can you hear me now, Bobby?
Yes. We're going off the air in like 2 seconds. So if you got something to say, let the fans know, Jocko.
Well, sorry about all the connection, but I'm going to tell you this. The biggest match in the history of the Tri-State, Jerry Lawler, I'm going to cut a promo and talk about you this week. I'm going to explain something to you. I'm going to get in the ring. This is going to be the biggest match in the history of the Tri-State. I've been begging for it for 17 years, Bobby. 17 years, I finally got the chance to prove that I am the greatest of all time. And I'm going to do it on 10-1-22.
I got a question for you, Jock.
What's that?
Well, since you're going against Jerry Lawler, do you have his pile driver scouted out? Do you know how to get away from that thing?
Do I know how to get a what?
How to get away from his pile driver. That thing is dangerous. It causes cancer.
That's it. I'll just sit up.
Ah.
Yeah. You know, I've got about 40 years of footage online that I can go back to and see how people get out and escape Jerry Lawler's pile driver. It's the best pile driver in the history of pro wrestling. Jerry Lawler, he's also got one hell of a right hand, which I'm going to do my very best to avoid.
Yep, I would do that. I've been on the receiving end of that right hand, but I'll tell you what, I have defeated him, Jock, and I shall give you those, maybe some insight the night of the show in the back. I'll whisper a few little things to you. But I'll tell you the best hold you can get on Jerry the King Lawler.
You hand me like some brass knuckles or something.
Yeah.
I don't really care how I get it done.
Well, now we're thinking. Now you're thinking.
But see, this is the thing. Zabisco's going to be there. And I hear that dude's always got a roll of quarters in his pocket.
Well, we got a lot of contention that night.
Well, Zabisco, he's going to be there, but I'm sure he's going to run around the ring for about 45 minutes before he even gets in the ring to give me that roll of quarters.
Oh, yeah, but see, he could just, all he's got to do is slide it to you, just like he did for Kurt Hennig back against Nick Bockwinkel.
That's right.
And just slide it on in, you know?
That's right. I need you there, Larry.
There you go. I'll tell you the worst hold in professional wrestling. And you know what that is? That's the pencil hold. That's when the office writes you out and pencils you down for nothing, no bookings or anything. But in this case, the office has brought in Jock, the greatest, Sampson, the GOAT, and he's going to be taking on world-known, famous professional wrestler. Yes, watch out for the pile driver. Yes, watch out for the big right hand. But I think you got something special, Jock. I really do, against Jerry the King Lawler. And I just want to say, from one champion to another, kick his ass, would you?
I cannot wait to prove to everybody that I am the greatest of all time. I'm going to beat the absolute shit out of Jerry the King Lawler. Okay, he's going to go back to Memphis, Tennessee. He's going to drive by Graceland, and he's just basically, he's going to be crying the whole way home. And I'm going to do it for you. I'm going to do it for Ashland. I'm going to do it for the Tri-State, because I am the greatest wrestler of all time. And the biggest match in the history of the Tri-State. No one can tell me otherwise.
Yeah, well, that's right around the corner, man. So everybody, remember, get off your ass, get to Ashland, check out the show that morning, and then go to the matches that night. Bobby, what do you got to say?
I got to say this once again. Sorry about the previous closing, but I'll do it again. See you live at the Bluegrass Wrestling Con in downtown Ashland, Saturday, October the 1st, from 12 until 4. And again, at the Matches Wrestling fans at the Ronay Theater in Ironton, Ohio at 7 p.m. See you there.
All right, everybody. My thanks to Bobby Blaze and Jock Sampson for sitting in this week. Bye-bye, everybody.